Hey folks, Jonathan here, having to do a little brake work on the back of one of my trucks. Caliper, brake pads. Been needing to do this for a long time. The rotors on this truck when I bought it wasn't good, but I just kept putting brake pads on it, and finally just broke down and bought new stuff. So I don't use it as much as we used to, so this should be a fix for a long time. So anyway, trying to get it back together. I've got cars to tow today. I've got to deliver a couple of them to body shops and customers, and sometime today I'm going to try to get by and pick up a truck that I've been hoping to get for quite a while, and not much left of the truck. It's an old short bed square body Chevrolet, but I'd heard stories about the engine for years. It's supposed to be, well, I'll tell you what it is and then tell you what, you know, all the stories I heard over the years. But it's a 427 truck engine, which would be a tall deck, full ring piston. It does have an aluminum air gap intake, chrome valve covers, headers, but it's supposed to have been really built. I mean, it's supposed to be bored and stroked and all that. Now the fellow that had it done and all has passed away years back. The engine's not stuck, it's been covered good, there's no problems there, but it hasn't been started in a long time. And it's one of them deals where I've heard stories from different people. I know people that's heard it run, and you know, they talked about how hard it hit with the cam and how bad it was, and but you don't know. You know, for all I know, it could be a stock engine with a big cam, or you know, it might be totally built. So we're at least going to try to pick it up today, get it here, and maybe pull a valve cover and just make sure, see if it's got roller rockers. You know, I've got a good idea that if it don't have roller rockers, it's probably not built too much. So. Okay, folks. So they sent me the wrong brake pads. Got the right rotor, right caliper, which, you know, was the hard thing, and then they just messed up on the brake pads. You know, there's two brake systems for this particular truck. One is a Bendix, and then one is an off-the-wall, and I don't even remember what the name of it is, but that's what this is. It's a lighter GBW, and you know, so they offer two different. But anyway, so I think I'm going to go do some tows, jump in the other truck, and we'll have to finish this up when they get the brake pads swapped out. But coming along good. But the I'm going to try, hopefully maybe get that truck while I'm out. We'll see if we can pick it up and maybe film that. Alright. Okay, I figured I'd show you the difference. Look at the thickness on these. These are the wrong ones. This is the heavier duty Bendix brake system. And you can see that the two pads are different, you know, inside and outside. This is what came off my truck, and inside and outside is the same. Now I want to show you another thing too, because I took this off last night and I laid the brake pad on the ground beside the truck, and I don't know if it rained. It might have rained a little bit last night, but I just wanted to show you how much rust was on that quick. That it shows you how much metallic's in them brake pads. But yeah, that's kind of amazing. But anyway, I guess you can see it in there, little sparkles if you look good. But like I said, I'm waiting on the new one, or the right one, so we'll jump in another truck and go get some towing done. Alright, tow number one. Okay, here's number two. I got it on the wheel lift. Sometimes when it's not convenient for the customer to be able to meet you, you know, usually if you do that, you end up losing a lot of time waiting on somebody. So if it's something where I can throw it on the wheel lift real quick, you know, behind the rollback, I'll just go ahead and grab it, take it to them, get paid when I drop it. So that's why it's on the wheel lift instead of on the bed, because I don't have the keys. But anyway, I'm hoping as soon as I drop this, I can run over and get that truck. It just depends on if I get another call between now and then. So either way, show you more. Alright, I ended up towing another car, and then I got back here and I got the red top kicked back together. Put two used tires on it and about wore out from that. But the guy called that I'm getting the truck from, and he's there, and we're going to run and pick it up. Alright, we made it back with it. A lot of parts laying in it. It's got a dash pad over the original dash. I'm sure it's cracked up pretty bad, but we may be able to use that in our 85. You know, there's a steel bracket on the dash. I think if you take it off, you can use an old style dash on it. And we're missing a dash completely. That hard plastic, I think we can repaint it with maybe some upholstery paint or something. But that'll give us a dash for it. And just a lot of odds and end parts. This was actually a pretty nice truck, and it was all together. And something happened with some money owed, and then somebody passed away, and this is what it ended up. The guy parted it out. It was a short bed, regular fleet side truck. And I'm not even sure what year it is. It's a mid-70s, I'd say. But anyway, a lot of good parts. It's actually it's got a 350 turbo in it, but as you can see, it's got a clutch pedal in it. So, and it's got an automatic column, so they'd put that in it. I think it's automatic column. Yeah. Yeah, I don't believe that's a 3-speed. Yeah, it's a 3-speed column. Yeah, it's still got the 3-speed column in it. So they never even hooked the shifter up. They put the engine in, bolted it in, the headers are on it, open header. Was never totally set up. Now I don't have a distributor for this, and I think the tall decks take a taller distributor, except for the fact that it's got an aftermarket intake, so it may take a regular distributor, but I'm going to get this plastic off of it and we'll take a look at it. Okay, I'll let you see what I'm seeing here. Moroso valve covers. Somebody had painted the block black and the heads and everything. And like I said, you know, it's hard to say whether it's true or not, whether, you know, it's built like they say it's built. I mean, it might just be a, like I said, a stock motor with a big cam. But it's almost looking like it may take a short distributor. I'll have to do some research on that intake. It's an Edelbrock. But I'll have to do some research on the intake and make sure. I can probably just measure it down to the oil pump and actually see if it'll work. I'm trying to see what it says on it. It says Victor, but I don't know what is above that. But I don't see no adapter plates. I mean, it's just it's an intake that was made for this tall deck. And what we're going to do now is get a valve cover off of it, because like I said, roller rockers, then that's going to give us a clue to maybe what's maybe a little bit more about what's in the motor. So alright, let me get a 7/16 and we'll get at it. Okay, got it ready to come off. Get the dirt off of it here. Try to keep stuff from falling down in there, but I really need to take an air filter and blow it off. Yeah, stock. Yeah, and they came with guide plates, so I'm betting it's probably a stock motor with a big cam. Like I said, I don't think anybody would go through what they claimed was done to it and not have at least, you know, run roller rockers and stuff. And looks like the date code's H1170. So, and the intake I did see, that's a 454 tall deck, the TD for tall deck. So that's, I mean, it would fit on a 427, of course, but I mean, you know, this is supposed to be a 427 engine. But either way, I bought it with, you know, the assumption that they probably, you know, just threw a cam in a motor, and, you know, people heard it and started stories about it. So what we'll do next is see if we can get a distributor in it and get a carburetor on it. And yeah, it don't have no dual plane, it's open. So we'll get a carburetor on it and see if we can fire it up, see what it sounds like. Open headers, and looks like the radiator is hooked up, so we should be able to start it up and run it a little bit. And like I said, it has been kept drying and everything, so no issues there. But you know, chances you got to take. But I assumed it would be that way, or kind of figured it would be that way, and I made the deal to where I wouldn't get hurt, you know, if it wasn't what it was supposed to be, which, you know, like I said, I did have my doubts. So anyway, but my son's needing that power steering pump. So I do have plans for this engine, and maybe the transmission. It's 350 turbo, but they said that the 350 turbo is just a stock transmission. Hadn't been nothing done to it, so we'll just see how it goes from there. The oil is about as clean as you'll ever find. Yeah, I don't even know if it's been started since it's been put in this truck at all. It does have it's got a gear reduction starter on it. Well, you never know. We might be a little bit surprised when we're done, but we'll check the height for that distributor and see if a regular small block or regular big block distributor will fit in it. Because in case anybody don't know it, you know, a small block, big block run the same distributor unless it's a tall deck. And now with this manifold being an aftermarket and looking how low this is, there's a chance that maybe it'll take a regular distributor, so we'll figure that out. But anyway, I just wanted to show everybody what was going on, and like I said, I do have plans for this, and I'll probably let everybody know what's going on in the next video about all of that. So, all right, appreciate everybody watching. Till next time, bye.